that remnant's talking about who? Because we know that nobody, it's talking about who? It's talking about the elect. Because nobody else is going to glorify the Most High Heavenly Father. You know? Go ahead.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
And according to Isaiah 9:5, it says that for all the battles are fought with confused noise and weapons of war and garments rolled in blood, but this one shall be fought with fuel of fire. So World War III is going to be fight with ICBM missiles. Go ahead.
And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of the Most High, and in his Hamashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever. And the 24 elders which sat before the Most High on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped the Most High, saying, we give thee thanks, O Lord God Almighty, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power and hast reigned.
Can you go back to the part where it says that that they were caught up into heaven, that they were caught up? It's in Revelation 11 and 12 or 11. God.
Revelations 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Hey, go. It says that they ascended up into heaven in a cloud. When you read Acts 1 and 9, isn't that the same way that Yahawashi was taken away? He was taken away in the clouds. But the angels told him that he said, why gaze ye looking into the heavens? The same Yahawashi was taken away in this cloud shall come back in like manner. So when he come back in like manner this time, he's going to take up his elect with him, and they're gonna leave this place. You know, and that's that great multitude that was written in the book of Revelation. You know, can you, we're going to wrap up in a few. Can you jump over to Revelations, the 18th chapter? Because that cloud ain't nothing but a similitude for a chariot, you know? And it's through those chariots that we're gonna flee America. America's gonna be destroyed within 30 minutes to an hour. Right? Isn't that what the scriptures say? In 1 hour, you know, that city was destroyed, or that great city was destroyed. Well, how can we? I had a dream on it a few days ago. I was like in the top of a house, like in a watchtower or something. I was watching, and there was like race riots and all different kind of hell that was going on. Then I had the dream twice back to back, and then there was a ICBM missile that I saw coming down to hit, and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, how can we get away from here? I'm like, there's water right there, but I don't have enough time to get out by boat. And I'm like, man, I can't run and escape it. So how in the hell am I gonna get out of here? The only way that you're gonna be able to get out of here is by those ships. That's it. That's the only way. Go ahead.
You want it from like 4?
So start from from about the point where it says that their sins.
God, yep.
Go ahead.
This is Revelations 18 and 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye may not be partakers of her sins.
So come out of her. That's the elect of the Lord being beamed up and taken out of here. You know, and that they be not partakers of her sins, because of the sins of America. America's gonna be destroyed and completely wasted.
I was gonna say, I seen Planet of the Apes, man, and you know the first one. I think when they at the end of the movie, he kind of was like, you know, damn, you blew up the whole country. And shit.
Yeah. With the one with Charleston Heston, he said, beware the beast man, for he is the devil's spawn. You know, for he will make an end of your world and his. You know. God, go ahead.
And that ye receive not her plagues.
The plagues is what? When you go to Revelations, the 15th chapter, it tells you about those plagues. The plagues that's coming upon this place is that this bitch is going to be burned down, man. Go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
He remembered her iniquity. Remember, the scripture says that the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. So this place got to go, man. Because this place taught the whole world wickedness. And this place had to be set up because it had to be that wicked nation that showed us how not to be. Go ahead.
For her sins have reached. Yeah. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
It says, fill into her double. So the wickedness that America put out there, just imagine how bad they massacred the Native American Indians, man. Just imagine how they did them. Imagine, because it's one thing to read about it, but to actually imagine it, to experience it, to go through it, that's difference, you know? So they put our people in slavery. What you think is gonna happen to them? They murder, rape, rob, and kill, and pillage our people. What you think gonna happen to them if the scriptures say fulfill it to them double? You know? Just imagine how many places they burned down, how many places they dropped bombs on. They dropped bombs on what's that Black Wall Street, man. God, is there more?
How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and she said I sit a queen and am no widow, you know, and shall see no sorrow. You can read Isaiah the 47th chapter that pretty much goes into that, you know, because she said I am a queen, I sit no widow, but the scriptures say in 1 hour she shall see the loss of her husband and the loss of children. Go ahead. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
In one day. There you go. That wraps it up in a nutshell. This whole country, how great it's supposed to be, how great they're trying to make it, is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. It doesn't seem like a great city to me. Doesn't seem like a great place to me at all. Go ahead.
Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
So that goes to show you. So if America is going to be utterly burned with fire and it's going to be destroyed in one day, how in the fuck are we going to get out of here? And fast enough to be able to receive salvation? Can you come with that in Isaiah? How are we going to escape this? You can't flee this place in the car. You can't flee it in a helicopter or in the airplane like they show you in these different Hollywood films when there's some destruction coming. But there, what was that? The Knowing? I think that was the Knowing, if I'm not mistaken. But they were fleeing the fire in a helicopter or something. I want to say it's the matter of fact, no, I think it's the day after the
2012.
tomorrow. 2012, something like that. They were trying to flee it in the airplane. You ain't gonna flee no ICBM missile, no damn airplane, man.
It
was 2012. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 26, verse 20.
Can you grab 1 Thessalonians 4:16?
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself hide thyself as it were for a moment.
Do you know what the chambers are? It says, "Come down, my people, enter into your chambers."
No.
If you were to take a guess, what would you think they were? Salakia.
The spaceships.
There you go, brother. It's a chariot.
Chariots.
Come now, come my people, enter into thy chambers. The chariots represent the IFOs that's gonna come and deliver us. So that was through the Spirit that you answered that way. That's how we're gonna escape this place. There's no other way that we'll be able to get out of here. But the thing is, if you ain't right with the Most High Heavenly Father and His Son, you can't even step on that shit. If you ain't part of the elect, if you ain't sealed by the Lord, you can't step on that shit, man. You know, there's no way that you can enter into it. So in order to be beamed up and to be taken away in one of those, you have to be part of the elect. Everybody else that's not a part of that is going to be destroyed here in America. All right? They ain't getting out of this place. They're going to receive a just recompense for their rewards and their action because they were partakers of the wickedness of this place. You can't be partakers of the wickedness of this place and hope to receive the reward of salvation. And it says in the book of Galatians, you reap what you sow. So since you people sowed in wickedness, you're going to reap the judgment behind that. Hey, but blessed are you that sowed in tears, man. You know, and that labored in love. You know, because right now what we're doing is a labor of love, man. Hey, the time is going to come when there's a famine of the hearing of this word and you won't even be able to hear this. You know, you ain't going to be able to come out here to the highways and to the hedges and to hear the prophets, although you're going to flock to it, you know, hoping that they're there. But the time of trouble is coming when you're going to desire to hear the word of the Lord, but you shall not be able to hear it. Go ahead. That's it on that. Yeah, 1 Thessalonians.
This is First Thessalonians 4:16. For Yahweh himself shall descend from heaven. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead and Hamashiach shall rise first.
So that's Yahawashi. When Yahawashi returns, he's going to descend with the shout because he's coming back as a man of war. When he comes back, he's going to be killing and gathering up. He's going to put people to death like when you see War of the Worlds and those laser beams were coming out of those ships and people were disintegrating and turning into smoke. That's how it's going to be. When the Lord comes back, he's going to kill. And it says that in Revelation, the 19th chapter. And also in Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter, it says that that he had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. When you look up that word horn, the word means a beam of light. What is the beam of light? That's concentrated energy. So he's going to be killing. Also, Isaiah the 63rd chapter. Who is this that coming from teeming with dyed garments? The Lord's actually going to get down and dirty, man. But then, in that same instance, he's going to be gathering up his elect. Go ahead.
Then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
And when you look up that word caught, in the blue letter, right, and you look it up in the Greek, it means to be seized or taken away by force. Why would the elect need to be taken away by force?
Because the fire going to, they're going to need to be saved from the fire.
That's right. Because that destruction is going to come so quick. They're going to need to be delivered from this place, man.
To meet the Lord in the air.
But hold on, wait. It says to do what? To meet the Lord in the air. Go ahead.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
So that's it, That's the reason why you saw that great multitude. Yeah, it was a vision, but it's actually going to happen, And all Israel is going to be brought together and we're going to be one again. Despite, and that goes to show you that those people that are over in the land of Israel are not the real Israelites. For one, because the Lord said that basically no man shall redeem you. No man will be able to give you back that land, and you're not going to see that land again. The only one that will be able to take us back to that land is our Savior. And plus, the curses are still upon the children of Israel right now. Another thing too, where's the rest of the children of Israel? The nation of Israel didn't just consist of one tribe, which was the Jews, and then Benjamin, Judah, and Levi they were all together called Jews. So where's the rest of the tribes? And also in Isaiah the 2nd chapter, it says when the Lord gave us back the land, that we're going to have peace. Nobody's going to come and war against us. That's not even going to be death. Here's it to test you again. the last thing that's going to be delivered up, or the last enemy that's going to be delivered up, is what? Hey, the brother gave you the answer. The brother gave you the answer. You know, but that's not even going to be any more death anymore, man. We're going to live forever. And we're not just going to live here on the planet Earth. We're going to live in other places too. And because the scriptures say, Yahawashi said, he said, in my Father's house there are many mansions. I go away to prepare a place for you. You know, if there wasn't, I would tell you. So we're not just going to inhabit the world. We're going to inhabit other places too, man.
The question you asked.
What was the last enemy that should be delivered up? Death.
Oh.
Yeah, so the last thing that Yahawashi is going to destroy is death. It's not going to be any more death. Now the other nations, you know, they're going to die, but we're going to live forever. So with that, you know, we hope that this was edifying, you know, and all of this pretty much happened through the Spirit of the Lord. You know, we were going to go somewhere else, but the Spirit of the Lord had us cast lots to come back to this place. And if we would have came here, hey, the brother that's standing out listening right now, he wouldn't have heard it. Hey, matter of fact, can I grab a few more scriptures? Can you grab Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter?
Battery's dying.
Time.
Okay.
Well, how many more minutes we got?
Time. It's at 0%.
Okay, well, Lord willing, we can just get this one. Not Wisdom of Solomon, Songs of Solomon. The brother got his Bible out, grab Songs of Solomon, the 8th chapter. You know, because and you grab Proverbs, the 1st chapter, where it says, wisdom crieth without. Actually, I think that's 8. If one of you brothers, if you can record on your cell phone, just in case the camera go out, you know. You mind? You got it? Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon, Songs of Solomon 8. This is recording your phone right now.
This is
no, just before he even died.
Just hand me the phone.